Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome back to another edition of Getting Blue. I'm Steve Fall. On this show, we talk about the good, the bad, the what the heck moments of SmackDown, and of course, we hand out the prestigious Most Valuable Entertainer at the end of the show. Let's talk about the good. The fact that Riddle, Drew McIntyre, and Randy Orton were in the ring acknowledging each other may be sped up by food. The best part was when Riddle wanted to acknowledge that Randy Orton has the best legs in the WWE. And it seemed like Randy Orton couldn't really deny that. Let's all be honest with ourselves. He's got nice legs. But then when Randy Orton acknowledged Drew McIntyre for leaving a handprint on his chest, Drew acknowledging that he's been kicked in the head 4 times by Randy Orton, but beat him for the WWE Championship, that made me happy. That made me happy. Though I wanted them to continue doing this for like 2 more hours. Look, I acknowledge you have a sword that could kill me. Ah, yes, I acknowledge that you, Randy Orton, and Riddle have amazing AR. Did you guys notice that? When RK Bro came out, we had Randy Orton's snake, we had Riddle's snake, and Randy Orton's snake is trying to eat poor little Riddle snake. So ducked. Oh, don't do it. Don't do it. So, This is the main event I want for WrestleMania next year. That's right. AR Randy Orton Snake versus Riddle AR Snake. Who will win? Who will survive? That was cool. Plus the brawl with Claymore kicks to Roman Reigns, clearly setting up the fact that we all want in my heart, at least for me, I want my good friend Drew McIntyre to pin Roman Reigns in a 3-on-3 match, because guess what? If he pins him, he doesn't beat him for a championship. So it allows Drew to pick up a W, which can continue the storyline. But at the same time, if Drew loses, then we can slip in Nakamura versus Roman Reigns next month at Hell in a Cell, because I don't want Drew and Roman to fight at Hell in a Cell. I want them to go to a stadium show, Money in the Bank, or SummerSlam. So we need a little bit of we need to kind of pause Drew and Roman just like for like a month. So allow maybe Drew to lose here or pick up the win, and Roman somehow sneaks out of defending the title against Drew next month. Maybe. Also, the good is Butch is back! Butch. But we've been looking for him all the time. We went to Paris, went to Coachella, we went to Where's Waldo books. We couldn't find Butch. Apparently, all you had to do was look underneath the ring. So now, I think the storyline is Butch and Hornswoggle live together underneath the ring. I want to see a sitcom like dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. One is messy, one is clean, one likes to break your fingers. Something like that. That's a terrible song, but that's a song I want to see on Peacock. Butch and Hornswoggle living together as a couple. Butch coming home and Hornswoggle's like, "How was your day, honey?" He's like, "How was my day? The damn New Day were putting my friends through tables. Oh, it was a tough day, honey. I need a drink." "Oh, honey, don't drink. Don't tell me what to do or I'll break your fingers." Something like that, right? Something like that. That was a good Tables match, though. Though it's a little weird without Big E, because it's always going to be 3-on-2. Always going to be 3-on-2. It's sad. Let's move on to the bad of SmackDown, though. It goes to Drew Gulak. And let's break it all down. Drew Gulak, he is Adam Pearce's assistant a couple weeks ago. Then he's the timekeeper. Now he's back to being a wrestler. What the heck are we doing here? And to be honest, this should go in the what the heck category, but it's going to end up in the bad, because I feel like the other people, like Xia Li, she deserves a chance. Shotzi Blackheart deserves a chance on TV with more prominent roles. Not Drew Gulak, who you're like, hey, we don't really know what to do with, but I bet he's a nice person, so we're going to let him do whatever he wants. He'll do, we'll give him TV time. No, I'm sorry. But if we're going to have him on TV, he's going to lose to Gunther, which is great, because that's, Gunther needs wins. But other people on SmackDown definitely deserve to be on TV over Drew Gulak. Facts. Those are facts, okay? Maybe they can figure out what to do with Drew, but give Shotzi and Xia Li more time on TV. Just saying. Let's move on to the what the heck moments of SmackDown, and it's the top of the show. It is the top of the show that already got me going. What in the heck is happening here? We are promised Charlotte Flair versus Aaliyah, a rematch from last week's SmackDown, which technically was the main event of the show. Shotzi when Ronda had to beat the clock challenge. So then Charlotte Flair and Aaliyah had one last week. Well, we're going to have a rematch. And guess what? It doesn't even happen. Aaliyah's like, oh, you want me to get closer to you? Ah, bah! Charlotte Flair just knocks her on her ass with a big old forearm right in the face. Doot, 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 boom. And Aaliyah appears out of nowhere. It's like this. I'm going to duck down for a second. Okay. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, next up is Aaliyah versus Steve Fall. What? Oh, hey, everybody, it's me, Steve Fall. What? You're not going to give me an entrance? It's a 2-hour show. You don't have time for an entrance for a character who apparently has the world record for the fastest match ever in the WWE against Natalya? All this segment was to set up for Ronda Rousey to come out and Charlotte and Ronda to have fisticuffs. I'm calling it right now. This Sunday, Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte Flair is going to end in a double I quit. That's right. Charlotte Flair's choking Ronda. You stop choking me. Ronda's choking Charlotte Flair. They're both choking each other. I quit. And the other one's like, I quit. And they both pass out. I am calling it right now. And I'll be there live. I can tell you right now, if that happens, oh my God, people are going to be so angry. So angry. But I wouldn't put it past them so they can continue the storyline into Hell in the Cell, where Ronda finally beat Charlotte Flair inside the Hell in the Cell. Maybe. But if that double I quit ending happens, whoo, remember who told you first? It was me, Steve Fall. STEVEFALL. That's my name. That's my Twitter. And that's happening this Sunday. We'll see. We will see. Moving on, though, to the most valuable entertainer. It's got to go to a man who's already won it here on the show before, and that's right. It's Sami Zayn. This man was all over the show. He is just playing, I don't know, pretending to be dressed as a trash barrel. As Nakamura is being interviewed, and Nakamura says he wants to still take out the bloodline for what they did to him weeks ago. I'm so happy they acknowledged that. Acknowledged. I'm very happy they acknowledged that because it felt like something just fell. It felt like Nakamura was supposed to fight Roman Reigns at Backlash. Then that didn't happen. And now at least they're bringing it up. I thought Men in Black took their little zapper, was like, oh, what happened? Oh, Rick Nakamura, he's not on TV? Okay. It's been missing for 3 weeks. But here he was, and Sami Zayn and Nakamura wrestled. Sami Zayn wins. Sami Zayn's with Paul Heyman, talking about how he wants to take out Nakamura for the bloodline. How does Sami Zayn join the bloodline? I'm guessing a blood transfusion. Yes! What if I did the same thing? If I took Roman Reigns' blood and put it in my body, can I join the bloodline? Can Sasha Banks join the bloodline? I know Naomi technically is married to one of the Usos, so I guess she could be in the bloodline. Let's just all join the bloodline. Let's make an NWO, black and white, where we all have limousines. There's 10,000 of us all rolling together. I think that's the next step in the bloodline. Just add people, blood transfusions. That's who's the most valuable entertainer, Sami Zayn. Also on this card, though, we had return of Lacey Evans, who has a very inspirational story. But again, if I'm a little kid, I don't think I really care about a character who's like, I had a really bad upbringing. My dad was mean to me. I don't think people care about that stuff. I know it's a great inspirational story, no doubt about it. But if I have green hair like Shotzi Blackheart, I think I'd be more attracted to her as a character if I was a kid than, oh, you had a bad upbringing. I'm sorry, that's kind of too real for me, at least, because a lot of people have had bad upbringings in life, and I don't know. We'll see where this goes, though. But I have a feeling Lacey Evans is going to beat Xia Li, Shotzi Blackheart, and Aaliyah. And guess what? All those 3 people I just mentioned will not have entrances. And that's the problem. I love entrances. Entrances are one of my favorite part of wrestling. Imagine The Undertaker just always being in the ring without his entrance. He wouldn't be the same. It would not be the same. Sasha Banks took on Shayna Baszler. And I'm thinking, oh, cool. There's only 6 matches at Backlash. They're going to add the Women's Tag Team Championship match to Backlash. Nope. They added it to next week's SmackDown. Okay. And Madcap Moss and Happy Corbin had another segment to lead into their match at Backlash. Very weird SmackDown. Very weird SmackDown. There were mixed emotions, I can tell online, and people believe that they were piping in crowd noises, which I don't think that happened once. So that one. But we got to give SmackDown either a thumbs up, a thumbs down, or a thumbs in the middle. And let's do it. This is going to be interesting. And 3, and 2, and 1. That's right. Not all the way down, not all the way in the middle, but definitely on the lower half of excitement. I didn't think SmackDown was very good this week, and there was a lot of segments that felt like filler. Again, Lacey Evans, Charlotte Flair, and Aaliyah, Ronda Brawl, the Madcap Moss segment with Corbin, Drew Gulak. There was a lot of filler. Like Raw is 3 hours and nothing feels like filler on that show. SmackDown feels like we're just spinning our wheels with the same thing every week. But all in all, we'll see what happens on Sunday. I think it's going to be an exciting show. I'll be there live, taking pictures, posting videos on my Twitter @SteveFall. So thanks again for watching. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you next time for another edition of Getting Blue. Bye.